Welcome to this tutorial video. The goal of this video is to go over dispensing within the system options. Dispensing is a process that is the preparation and supply of medication to the patient, along with clear instructions on how to use or apply the medication in the correct order. When a practice is registered as a dispensing practice with a dispensing license as obtained by and accredited with the South African Pharmacy Council, the practitioner is able to supply medication to a patient directly from the practice. Setup will need to be done in order for the practice to be able to use dispensing functions on the system. Only licensed practitioners, nurses and pharmacists are able to legally dispense medication to a patient. Log into the GoodX desktop as the supervisor using the supervisor username and password. From the navigator, double-click on the Options module. The Authorization Password Necessary screen will open. Select the user from the username drop-down menu. Enter the password in the password field. Click on the OK button to continue. Please note that only users with supervisor access will be allowed to access the system options. The system options screen will now open. Proceed and click on the system options button on the toolbar to access the system options. The entity setup screen will open. Now click on the Dispensing tab on the left side of the screen to open the dispensing screen. Dispensing is the process of preparing and handing medication over to the patient. The below information will appear on the dispensing screen. Some fields must be completed or the correct options need to be selected. Dispensing license means a license number is required for the course of dispensing medication. Without a license, no practitioner or medical practice is allowed to dispense medication. The practitioner will input their dispensing license number in the dispensing field. In the case where the practice have more than one practitioner that is dispensing medication, then the dispensing number can be selected from the drop-down menu. Let's discuss the Specified Global Rule for Calculation of Professional Dispensing Fee section. The Specified Global Rule for Calculation of Professional Dispensing Fee consists of a general global rule that has been applied. The applied global rule will state that depending on the schedule and amount, there will be a specific markup on the dispensing price, which is also allowed to be charged and will include the manufacturing costs, delivery costs, and so on. Please note, this rule has been set up by the World Health Organization and is enforced by the South African Department of Health. The rule states that the allowed percentage to use as markup will be 30% if the line item is less than 130 Rand. Otherwise, the practitioner of the medical practice will receive 39 Rand for the prescribed item. Please keep in mind that this rule is updated with the most recent percentages and amounts every year. The SEP or single exit price is similar to the retail price that a pharmacy will ask for its medication and is updated yearly by the Department of Health. The moment MedPrax sends the updated rules, the update occurs on the client's systems. It's important to note that all currency values on this screen must be captured using the VAT exclusive amount. The amounts all need to be excluded from VAT as each country's VAT percentage differs, but the SEP rule applies to all countries. Please note that the information in the image below is to be taken into consideration when working with the calculation of the dispensing fee. Next, we will go over the medical aid option. Please note that all medical aids can determine their own rule on the dispensing price or percentage for each plan the medical aid offer. Click on the ellipse button to open up the medical aid options in order to select the specific medical aid that the practice or the practitioner would like to use for Schedule 0 medicine. The medical aid options screen will open. Type in the name of the medical aid scheme which is searched for in the Filter on Scheme field. All the plans under the applicable medical aid scheme will appear in a list. The list will filter as the user types their desired options. Click on the Cancel button to return to the previous page without saving. Click on the OK button to return to the previous page where the medical aid option will display. Alternatively, double-click on the desired plan, which will return the user to the dispensing screen where the medical aid option will pull through to the field. Please note that when typing in the medical aid name or plan option in the fields, the spelling of the names needs to be correct as the fields are spelling sensitive and will not be able to pick up the desired name if the spelling is incorrect. Click on the Remove button to clear the fields and remove the medical aid option that has been selected. Please note that when setting up a practice according to the standard global rule is encouraged and removal is not recommended for a practice. Multitier markups is all the general global set rules by the medical aid. Multitier gives the practitioner money markup. The multitier functions will have a big impact on a practitioner or practice's turnover. Use multitier means multitier is used for most medical practices and practitioners, the rule that medical aid set up. Using multitier markups is recommended if the practice is going to send claims to the medical aids for payment. Medical aids will only pay a certain amount to the practitioner according to their set global rules. Do Not Use Multitier is for private practices that do not send any claims through to the medical aids. The practice can be set up as Do Not Use Multitier, then the pharmacy rule will be used, but the SEP rule will still apply. If the practitioner or practice prefers to be on the Do Not Use Multitier selection, the practitioner will be allowed to use their own markup and still add a markup, but the medical aids will not pay for such markups. Use multitier. Post difference between multitier and SEP on the patient means if there is a difference between the medical aid fee and the SEP, then the difference that is not paid by the medical aid must be posted on the patient's account for payment. Do not apply markup or multitier rules. Sell the stock at SEP will override all rules is typically done in a hospital setup where no markup or multitier rules are used, as the hospital cannot sell their stock at the markup to the patient. Please note that to set up a normal general practitioner or sister's practice where claims are sent to the medical aid daily, multitier is the best option. If a practitioner prefers to have a customized markup plan, it is possible that it can be set up. Ideally, such setup is not recommended, as most medical aid practices are supposed to follow the medical aid markup rules. If the practitioner is not contracted with a medical aid, there is no necessary rule that binds the practitioner to the medical aid to use the medical aid markup rules. Click on the Save button to save the changes that have been made. Please note that the Save button will only appear if changes have been made to the settings. The Confirmation Changes screen will open. Click on the Please specify a reason for the changes made text box to give a reason to why the changes have been made. Click on the Cancel button to go back to the dispensing screen. No changes will be saved. Click on the OK button to save changes made. Click on the Print Options button to print the setup of all System Options tabs. Click on the Exit button to close the Entity Setup screen and return back to the System Options main screen.